Nalin Kohli, the sense now is that the Congress-ruled states are saying you did not consult us before passing these farm laws. We believe these farm laws that you have passed in the center are anti-farmer. We therefore reserve the right to amend them. How do you respond? The lack of consultation, you might have heard Manpreet Badal suggesting this is very much like what happened with Notebandi. You pass something which can have an effect on millions. Should they not have been consulted?
Well, that's what Parliament is for, Rajdeep. Anything that's passed in Parliament is basically based on a discussion, and it's a whole parliamentary process. Now, if someone decides not to participate in that, the onus doesn't fall on the government, because the government introduces in Parliament, and thereafter what happens has to be part of that discussion or that process.
But it's the states who are affected. Sorry to intervene, Nalin Kohli. You pass it in Parliament, but it's affected the states. Why could the Prime Minister not have called, let's say, a meeting of all the chief ministers, all the agriculture ministers before you pass a law? Because now, if these laws are being bypassed or challenged, you could be heading for a confrontation.
No, I think confrontation is part of democracy also. Here, the Congress party and the Congress-ruled states are choosing that path. The Prime Minister and the BJP aren't. I ask myself a simple question. Since when has choice become a problem? Has anyone dismantled the agricultural mandis? Has anyone dismantled the APMC structure? Has this acts or these acts of parliament or this in any way said that the MSP will not be there? Has MSP not been increased by the government of India? At the moment also as we speak, is it not being procured? I am unable to understand that what existed exists. There is no change. What has happened is more choices there, and under trade, which is on the concurrent list, you've opened up agriculture to farmers who wish to take the benefit under that. If they want to go to the APMCs, as they may wish in Punjab or anywhere else, they will go because it's not dismantled. So here's a case that I'm unable to understand. Since when has choice become a problem? So today, if you can go and buy one shirt in one shop at a fixed rate, tomorrow, if you are offered a choice to also go to another shop, where is that in any way prejudicing anybody's interest? This is a political...
Sunit Jakhar, respond to what Nalin Kohli is saying. I think effectively what he is claiming and what the central government is claiming is that you and others, and you, I mean the opposition, is basically misleading the farmers to suggest that these central laws would mean the end of the minimum support price. According to the government, if anything, they have raised the support price in recent weeks for rice and wheat. So why is the Congress-ruled governments crying foul at a time when, according to the government, all they are doing is opening up choices? You can go to the private producer, you can go to the state mandi.
Rajdeep ji, when I hear Nalin Kohli ji, I basically hear the arrogance of majority. That they have passed it in the parliament, that this should be the writ which should run across the country, but it is not so. What we have passed in Punjab Assembly yesterday is not just a piece of legislation. It is a collective voice of the collective will of people of Punjab. And when we talk about why should we not take Mr. Nalin Kohli or even the Honorable Prime Minister's word at its face value that they say MSP was there, is here and will remain, is because it's not written in the paper, in these three laws which they have passed in the parliament. It is what the Shanta Kumar committee said, and it is what one of the most senior ministers in the BJP government, Mr. Nitin Gadkari, said a few days after these bills were passed ordinances were notified on the 5th of June. And he said this continuation of government purchase of food grain at MSP is a burden on Indian economy. This shows the mindset of the BJP party. Rajdeep, this is a matter of point of view. If you look at farming as a trade opportunity, then that's your view. But for us, it's a way of life. And even for when you dislocate a small village, when a dam is being built or some factory comes in and everybody asks for a kind of what you call social impact survey should be done. And here what we are trying to do is, we are going to do away with the entire way of life. For us, it's a way of life.
There is nothing, Sunil Jakhar ji, there is nothing in the legislation which says the government is doing away with MSP. Let's be very clear. Let's not. You can argue that the bill does not say specifically that MSP is a statutory right. But it wasn't a
Yes.
statutory right even when the Congress was in power. My limited
not
point,
there.
what
So
is it
that
in
is
this
why-
bill that leads you to believe that the government is removing MSP? Where is it
Yeah,
removing it?
They are giving an non-level playing field to the corporates. That's the problem. The same arguments were advanced when Airtel and all these people were Geo Telecom was brought in, and what they have done to BSN and all they came in was that we're giving free kind of unbelievable prices to the telecom consumers. And look what have they done. Once you have a monopoly, this is very well known. This kind of the corporates with the financial strength will run down all these APMCs in maybe a couple of years. It's not being done tomorrow. They have to first build up a structure, a whole setup to handle these kind of food grains. But you also know, everybody sitting in Bombay and Ahmedabad knows that the after pharmaceutical industry, it is the food grain trade which has the highest profit margins. They want to eat into this and they want to take over. The fight, as you said, is a battle not between center and states. It's a battle between the farmers and the corporates. They are trying to corporatize the farming sector.